Welcome to ScaleCarModels. Today I'll be taking a look at the 1/25th scale AMT Ertl Ford C-600 stake truck model kit. This happens to be a skill level 2 kit, which means you're going to need paint and glue to assemble this. And first off, what I'll do is show you guys a look around the box, and then I'll open it up, show you guys all the parts, go into all kinds of detail, and then at the end of the video I will let you guys know what I think of this kit. So without further ado, let's look around the box and I'll show you guys what we're looking at. Alright, now before I show you guys around the box, one thing I'd like to note is there are two kits here from AMT that are very similar. There's the C-600 stake truck, which is what we're going to look at today, and there is a C-900, which is a semi-tractor version. And these are very similar kits from what I've read and from what it looks like that I've seen online. However, I have not opened up or even reviewed either one of them. This is the first one that I've had a look at. So from what I've heard, that they actually include some of the parts for building either version, so I'm hoping that's going to be the case with this. So let's look around the box real quick, and then we'll go into those parts and show you guys those. In the front here is a retouch photo of what the truck could look like if you choose to paint it in the fashion that it is on the box here. And it's a very nice looking box from AMT. See here on the side, they show you pictures of the cab tilting, the side of the truck, as well as the 534 cubic inch V8 engine. And then on the other side here is just a picture of the truck as well as their skill level system. And then on the back, usually these AMT kits have a layout of all the parts that come inside. This one doesn't. As far as how many parts come in this, I'm not quite sure. It doesn't say it on the box, and everything's molded in white, plus chrome parts, clear, and your black vinyl tires, obviously. So now let's open this up, and I'll show you guys all the parts in here. Alright, upon moving the top of the box here, you can see we have our instructions. Should be pretty big. There's a lot of parts in this kit, and it does look like they do include some of the parts here to build the semi-tractor. Whether they not sure about the frame or anything. I heard there was actually two frames in one of the kits. Might have been an older version. Yeah guys, here's all the instructions. Pretty good detail, typical AMT for the era. So let's move along here. Here are your decals. They don't include a whole lot, but the ones they include are nice. See those there. Universal Construction, Bloomfield Construction, and Oakland Building Supply, as well as some little pinstriping there. Pretty cool. And here is all of our chrome pieces. This is a pretty large chrome tree. Looks to be slightly warped, but that's just the chrome tree itself. That's not the parts. The parts look great. So you guys can see them. You got your chrome fuel tanks. You have your chrome wheels. There's part of the rims. Just other chrome parts for the body. And they do include chrome valve covers. However, that's not actually correct. I think these are like an air tank, and then here's the end caps of fuel tank. Here's your bumper and your grill, and then here's that fifth wheel. Pretty sweet. And then you have all kinds of, these are gray molded parts. I thought they'd be white, but they're gray. So you have one bag here, another bag. This is heavy here. This is all the parts for your bed and everything. So here's two bags with all that. I'll go over this all at the end of the video like I usually do, as well as with the cab. I'll show you guys that in detail. It's nice that they have everything in individual bags. Here are all your red turn signal and brake lights. Looks to be nice. And you got a metal axle in here, as well as the 4 vinyl molded tires and the detail. I'm not sure how well you guys can see it. The detail on these tires is really nice. They're Goodyear tires, and they look to be perfectly sized. And perfectly to spec for what they should be for the truck. So very nice there. Alright guys, so that's it in the box. Now what I'm going to do is I'll take out all of these parts here in the 2 bags, as well as the cab, and I will lay them all out and show you guys in detail all these parts. First off, let me just show you the cab. Cab is molded very nice. There's some slight mold lines here or there. You'll have to trim out these pieces here, probably do a little bit of sanding, but nothing that a good coat of primer and a little bit of work won't fix. Cab does not seem to be warped at all. It sits flat. Detail in the cab is very nice. Really good for an AMT kit. There's Ford logo there. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but there's a Ford logo there, as well as a symbol here that they have molded in. Very nice. There's also some detailing here on the side for another stamping there for the model of the truck. And here's the back of the cab. So already starting off looking good. Here's our clear plastic windshield, back glass, everything there. One molded piece plus your clear front lights. Everything looks to be good. The plastic kind of almost looks hazy to me, but I think future would probably fix that. So alright guys, there's the cab and the glass. Now let's move on and start showing you guys some of these parts. There are a lot of them, so I'm not going to be able to do my traditional laying them all out to show you guys, so I'll probably just start with one bag and go through the trees and show you guys the details. Alright, so I've got all the parts laid out here. As you guys can see, they barely fit into the picture. There's 10 huge parts trees that are included in this, and there's just so much stuff. So like I said guys, I'm just gonna move the camera more forward and then I'll just go over each parts tree individually because I think it'll be easier and I can show you guys more detail. So let me just move this stuff out of the way and I'll show you guys that. Alright, our first parts tree here says your interior tub. It's plain Jane. It's got some detail on the sides, but other than that, it doesn't look like it has any kind of detail on the floor or anything, which, well, actually no, it does. Never mind. It does have some detail like a vinyl mat. Okay, I'm sorry. Other parts here. Some more parts for the interior, the bottom of the body. And then here's your dashboard. Seems pretty correct for what the truck came with. And you got parts for, looks like either brakes or wheel backs here. And you got your seats. Pretty plain Jane, no detail or anything on them, but that's about what you'll find in a truck like this. And these here are actually the two mounts for the fifth wheel. So now, next part we got here, I'll show you these two together. These are pretty sweet. These are barrels that they include. Looks like they include 5 barrels, looks like, because these are halves. But the detail on them is nice. And then as you can see, there's a broom that they include. And here's some more parts of the chassis, I believe. And then there's another drive shaft. And then they have, here's the tops and the bottoms of the barrels. So, good detail though. They also include, these I believe are marker lights, I want to say. I could be wrong, but I believe these are marker lights. Alright, so there's those. Here are all of your main pieces for the engine, suspension, everything like that. Very good detail. I mean, this is typically what you'll find with these AMT truck kits. 2-piece rear axle, all your leaf spring detail there. Looks to be really nice. This truck looks like it'll be good for a build up. We have this piece here, which has got exhaust, radiator, muffler, exhaust manifold, some more engine parts, your main engine halves here, as well as a transmission. Cylinder heads, oil pan, and like I said, they include those chrome valve covers, but I would strip the chrome off those and paint them engine color, which is a dark blue, Ford blue. And they do include 2 chassis. I was correct on reading what I've read. They have the short chassis, so this kit here could be either one. I do plan on purchasing the C-900 in the future as well, so I'll do a review on that and I'll let you guys know if both kits are interchangeable. So you can see the frame is pretty detailed. It's not the best that I've seen, but it definitely does have enough detail that you can paint it up and get it to look pretty realistic. Here's your forward mud flaps, your steering wheel, wheel backs, and there's your wheel backs for your dualies. And like I said, here's the long frame for the stake bed, and the other one's for the cabin chassis semi-truck version. Here are all there's 3 trees here that have all the parts for your flatbed and everything. Here's your main flatbed. I'm not sure exactly in scale what size this is. I want to say maybe like a 12 or 14 foot, because if you look at the frame, the difference in frame isn't really that much compared to the short version. So they include something else here. It says Wolverine Trucks. I'm not sure if that's part of the kit or just something molded in from the licensing. But they have all your stake bed sides. Oh yeah, maybe these are mud flaps, because there's 2 of them. Okay. And they include bed rail sides here. Very nice. And then here's the rest. These look like I'm not sure what these are here. I'm not sure if these are part of the bed or if there's something else you can make out of this. So that's all that. It almost looks like you can make a pallet or something out of it. I think you might be able to. So that's pretty sweet. So there's all your light gray molded parts, guys. Like I said, there's 10 trees. There's got to be probably 150 to 200 parts in this kit. It's just a lot of parts, a lot of detail. Great kit. After taking a good look at the C-600 stake truck model kit from AMT, I can say that I highly recommend this kit. It is, however, a little more expensive than your traditional car or small truck model kits. This one goes for anywhere from $25 to upwards of $40 or $50 depending on where you live and where you shop. Like I said, this is a 2005 reissue. There is older versions, and I would assume that they are exactly the same as this. And I am very happy to see they included the 2 frames. You can build both versions of the truck. Like I said, the C-600 and the C-900 are pretty much the same as far as the scale model goes. In real life, there is a difference, but you can build the truck either way, and it's going to look correct in scale. It was cool to see the extra parts that they included as far as the barrels and everything goes, and the detailing on all the parts is just excellent for an AMT kit. I was kind of worried at first because some of these parts trees are really big, and I was worried about warpage. Some of the parts, I mean, just with the size of this truck are pretty large, and that's where you get issues with warpage and mold lines and sink marks and stuff like that. But really, overall it looks great. Like I said, you're going to have to do typically what you'll have to do on any kind of truck kit. You're going to have to do a little bit of cleanup and prime it real good, clean it up real good. But other than that, guys, this is an excellent kit. If you're into trucks, I highly recommend checking that out. If you've already built this kit or you have it, please feel free to let me know what you think of the kit. And if you have a video or something, please leave it as a response. It's always welcome. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and you guys all have a great day. Lots more reviews and other model car videos to come. And I'll chat with you guys all soon.